Dawn coming in, zooming in.
Good morning.
Morning. Oh, very sober look. Yeah.
I don't know what you're going to ask me next, you see, so I'm preparing myself. I'm ready.
Yeah, not a good start to the day.
Oh.
My computer seemed to jam on a screen with just a big picture of the back of Dave Adkins' head. Then I sat on a wasp. Then I couldn't get Zoom started. So, yeah, I wonder what's going to happen from here on in. But there you go.
Wasn't that threes and bad things happen in threes? So that's it, done. You've already done everything.
Yeah.
You're going to have a pretty boring day then.
Yeah. Episode 47, Saturday the 9th of May. Nice sunny day. We've got, good agenda, a bit different at the end, so we'll crack on. We're going to start with the music. I didn't challenge them very much yesterday. I thought they were going to be stumped. I might have to do a midday extra clue, but they came up with it. Diana Krall, East of the Sun, West of the Moon. Not something I'd really listened to or heard of before, but certainly Steve Fury and Tony Fulbrook came to life. And Steve got there, I think, about 5 minutes before Tony. So well done, Steve. And as I said, Diana Krall's mum actually works with Hubert from Canada's wife, or did do anyway. So there's a good connection to the viewing panel. So we've got to get the music today. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Steve Fury's wife used to be a jazz singer, and Tony Fulbrook played in a jazz band with a jazz singer. So there you go.
There you go. I love jazz.
You do?
Yeah, I do, but you're not so keen.
No. My dad used to like jazz, played it a lot actually. But there you go. So today's music, we need a connection to yesterday's, of course. So we're going to try and get this going. Got 7 seconds worth, that's all. Be patient, Dawn, we'll get there. Ready?
Yeah.
7 seconds. That'll do, might have been 6 seconds, but there you go. They're too good. Yeah. Then on to the photo. I'm struggling for photos of people. So I had to resort to this. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
This is our boy today.
Oh.
That's our boy today, Oscar.
Yeah.
Very well. We haven't mentioned him much in this video cast, have we?
No, he's getting old, bless him.
He is.
He's actually now 13 and a half, so bless his little heart.
But this was him in 2007.
I know, completely different dog.
Yeah.
He's not doing too badly. We're still keeping him going. He's lost his youthfulness. I noticed that, he's got a little black nose there, where his nose now isn't so black, is it? So it's just a sign of old age.
And like us all, he's got hair here as well, hasn't he?
Yes, he's had hairy ears, so he wasn't hearing so brilliant, and so you have to shout at him, a bit like you. And so I clipped his ears yesterday, which was quite funny. He wouldn't keep one he was all right with, but the other one he wasn't.
Bless him. There you go. Oh, Angie Crush, this isn't a good time to give feedback. I have to wait till tomorrow. It's just flicked up on my screen. On the music front and feedback and concerts people have been to, triggered by Angie wanted to see Barry Manilow in Las Vegas.
Barry Manilow, yeah.
And what the good ones were in the past. Steve Fury. Debbie Harry is the equivalent to Angie's Barry Manilow. So Debbie's had an up and down career, according to Steve. Rachel Fagg was touched once at a concert by In Excess's Michael Hutchins. So that takes some beating, doesn't it?
Certainly does. Did he know who she was?
No. I reckon he touched a few girls, though, don't you?
Yeah, he was a bit like that. Sorry.
Not in not in that sort of way.
No. He is touchy feely. He was touchy feely sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Um,
Why did you jump to the wrong conclusion?
But Rachel also admitted to spending £2,000 on a holiday at an auction when she drunk too much. You know, we were talking about.
Oh yeah, I could imagine that would be very easy to put your hand up and then you'd be landed, wouldn't you?
She's now either got to sit on her hands or give up drink. So she sits on her hands.
Yeah, there you go. Much easier.
Hubert Bunce doesn't realise, but he's dropping names left, right, and centre, having claimed he'd never met anyone famous. He watched a Rolling Stones concert, standing next to the Cuban vice president amongst 500,000 people, with the security guards alongside him. So there you go.
There you go then.
Tony Fulbrook, Queen, live at Milton Keynes. Angie Crush reckons she was at the same INXS concert as Rachel.
Might have been. You don't know, there's so many people there. How can you wouldn't have a clue, would you?
But Bros were a bit of a disappointment when they were back.
Yeah, I could see. This was my point yesterday, that you have wonderful memories of going to concerts, etc., and really enjoying yourself, because I think because you're young, you're impressionable, aren't you? But when you try and relive that, it's always disappointing, I think. Never mind. Sometimes it's, if you find a really good artist, I suppose it is. I must admit, Tina Turner wasn't disappointing when but I mean, obviously, now she doesn't do any tours or anything.
No, but the show was really good in London.
It was, and that was later on in life. So, from that point of view, I think she's probably the only one I can think of, because we saw Whitney Houston towards the end, and she was quite disappointing, wasn't she, in that respect?
Yeah.
Because by that time, her voice had begun to go as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes you're better left with the memories, aren't you?
Yeah, I think so.
But Angie, if you haven't seen it, the Bros documentary is hilarious. If you can get to, I should research this what it's called, but there was one a couple of years ago where it was quite funny to watch. Wasn't supposed to be, but it was. Graham Saker liked the idea of I think you were talking about it, planning and succession planning, and making sure there's somebody in place for when you disappear.
Well, from both of our point of views, I mean, what we have at the club is so special, but you don't want it to die just because. And I've seen it so many times in businesses and other clubs, and other times in our club, for instance, when key people have left and it all sort of falls apart. So, from my point of view, my legacy, I want to be that it can continue without me, because I've passed on all my knowledge.
More from Angie Crush, who's really got into yesterday's episode. She was thinking about places she'd like to go, Japan being one, which of course we've been to with business and stuff.
Yeah.
Carlo Rally.
Singapore was
Grand Prix. Singapore was one. Yeah.
Yeah, Singapore is beautiful. You'd love that if you went.
Yeah, one of our rare holidays I think we've been back to twice was Valdelobo in Portugal. We quite like.
Oh yeah, I think out of all my favourite places, I suppose Portugal is the best, because I felt comfortable. The children had a whale of a time. It had the beaches. It's very sort of low key, and so I mean, from that point of view, it's a really nice holiday. That's like from the children, etc. But I mean, Hawaii, I think to me, has got a special. It was just the right temperature. It wasn't too hot. You could stay out sort of like all day. You got on really good tan because you were out in the elements all the time. It just suited how I just felt so relaxed there. And I know we island hopped quite a lot, but it was just nice. I just enjoyed it. I just felt so relaxed.
Well, talking of feeling relaxed, she wanted to know yesterday what people's happy places are. You might have mentioned it there, but it came through. And it was a lovely day yesterday. I was sitting in the garden about 5 o'clock having a beer on a what was it, Friday evening, wasn't it? Friday evening, with a golden retriever and a little pot of nuts. And I was quite happy. I didn't need to be anywhere else, to be honest.
I personally think, when I come, I think it's not about a place, it's about who you're with. I feel happy when I'm with you and the dog and everybody else. And it is true. You just feel sort of like happy. But it doesn't matter where I am. I just feel, oh, this is nice. I think it's probably because we don't spend too much time together. I mean, lockdown has been a bit of a change in our lives.
And talking to that, Grazia, she was responding to the request for typos or autocorrect.
Oh, yes.
And she had a cracking one when she was going for her first date with her boyfriend, and they were going to go for a walk, and it was really muddy. And she messaged him, emailed him saying, "Don't forget to bring your willy." And and she meant wellies. And it corrected. So that was a good start to their relationship, but he wasn't put off, surprisingly. Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't be put off. You'd think, well, what did he?
Well, like a shot. Right. So now you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready for anything.
I don't know which way it's going to come around. Does that look like a D to you, or that way around?
No, it's the other way round.
It's funny because on me, I'll have to do another one. Hold on. Let's try this then. Excuse us, folks, because I don't know which way round, whether the camera reverses it. I mean, an M for Mark's easy.
Yeah.
A D for Dawn depends.
That's perfect now.
Okay. Let's see what it might record the other way round, so it might be that way round. But
no, it isn't. It's that. Oh, I don't know. Oh,
it records. So we're going to play a little bit of Mr. and Mrs. Right?
Oh no.
I'm going to put one close to my chest. You shouldn't be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
And you've got to answer the question.
Okay.
And then you'll see how many we get right out of 10. Who is the funniest? No, hang on. Sorry. You've got to guess what I would say. That's the point of it.
You would say you were.
Yes, 1. Who takes the longest to get ready?
Me, you would say.
Yeah. What is your worst habit? Hang on. Is it you're untidy, disorganised, or not saying no?
Well, that was a lot of writing. Disorganised, in your opinion? Untidy. Right.
Yeah. I can't read my writing on that one. What is most likely to what are we most likely to argue about? Hang on. This isn't very good, is it?
No, you should have got all the
TV, money, or the garden. Hold on. Don't say it too. I've written it down. Go on then.
TV.
Oh yeah, got that right. Well done. Who is the better at driving?
In your opinion, you are.
Who is the most dramatic?
Oh, that'd be me.
Who is the most adventurous?
Well, I wouldn't say you were, but I would say I was, but you'll probably say you.
I think about, okay. You got that wrong. 2 wrong.
Oh, it was me. Yeah, I'm more adventurous than you, but yeah.
Who could build an IKEA unit the fastest?
Me, Dawn.
And I think, who is the most picky with food?
Oh, that's a good question. I'd probably say you, actually. Yeah, in your opinion.
Yeah.
This is your opinion.
Yeah.
Doesn't need to say it's right.
I've got no idea what that says there. Oh yeah, yes I have. Last one. Think hard about it. Which one of us would fetch the most at an auction?
Oh, definitely me. But in your opinion, it'd be you.
I've got you. Got you.
That's simply because I've got more skill sets than you have. I mean, God, you'd be driving everyone mad.
It's not the number, it's the quality. Depends what your skill the person at the auction wants, isn't it?
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, that was a bit of fun. What'd you get? 8 out of 10?
No, I only got one wrong.
Oh, I don't know about that. We'll have to go back and look at the recording, the replay. Never mind.
Oh.
Okay, bit of fun there. So I guess we could accept questions from the audience, couldn't we, for tomorrow, if anybody wants to give a bit of feedback on that front.
Yeah, we could do.
Did you like that game, Dawn?
Not really.
Okay, then. Cheerio. Go and have a lay down there.